Well, hello, everybody, and welcome to Edgar High School in the final night of the regular season for high school football in Wisconsin, and we've got a rivalry game for you tonight as the Edgar Wildcats will host the Marathon Red Raiders. Edgar coming in with a record of 7-1 overall, 5-1 in the conference, and with a win tonight and an Auburndale win over Colby, it would be a three-way tie atop the Merriwood Conference if that happens. Marathon has been struggling. They're just 3-5 on the season, 2-4 in the conference. They're coming off a loss to Pittsville last week, 36-6, and in fact, Marathon has dropped 3 games in a row. Meanwhile, the Wildcats beat Auburndale in a thriller last week, 21-14. They got a late turnover that kept Auburndale out of the end zone and batted away a Hail Mary pass in the end zone for the final play of the game. Carter Butt, 34 carries on the night, had 3 touchdowns in that win. It's senior night for the Wildcats here tonight, and the seniors were introduced, and just a handful of seniors on this squad. Keegan Hardway, Avery Normington, Justin Davis, Brady Stencil, Carver Higgins, and Dylan Yonker honored before the game. And we've got some sartorial excellence as well, as Edgar is wearing pink socks along with their white pants and green jerseys in honor of breast cancer awareness. Now, this is a tradition that dates back all the way to 2009 or thereabouts, and recognizing some of the mothers of players who had battled breast cancer over the years, and they are wearing the pink socks with the green jerseys here tonight. And Edgar won the toss. They deferred, and they're going to kick off to start this game, and we are underway. Short kick, and it's going to be fielded by one of the upmen at about the 28-yard line, and then knocked down immediately near the 30, and that's where Marathon will begin their first possession of the game, 1st and 10 from their own 30-yard line. Marathon's quarterback is a junior, Cooper Huxema, and Matt Annis, a senior, is the running back who will get the ball a lot in this game. Edgar defense has been pretty good for most of the season. They did have the one stumble against Colby, but other than that, they've been putting out a pretty good effort and shutting down a lot of teams so far this season. Let's see what they can do with Marathon here tonight. We saw Marathon earlier this year when they played Rapids Assumption over in Rapids. Assumption knocked them around pretty good. They're going to hand it off. This is Annis. He had a slight hole and he's knocked down after a short gain. Maybe picked up 2 or 3 on the carry. And we are underway. It'll be 2nd down and about 8 for Marathon.
Gain of 2 on the play will bring up 2nd and 8.
The rest of that offense, the wide receivers, Daniel Lacroix and Griffin Trankler. The other running back is Hector Pintor, as Huxema works out of the gun and hands it off, and this is Pintor on the carry, powering forward and carrying tacklers across the 35 to about the 37-yard line. And the scoreboard just went out. That's always fun. Now it pops back on.
Hector Pintor, the ball carrier.
Pintor picked up about 5 on that, maybe 4. Call it 4. And it is going to be 3rd down and maybe 4 yards to go here for Marathon. Ball resting at their own 37-yard line. 2 receivers split wide left. Huxema wants to throw. He throws it out on the right side. It's caught, and it's going to be short of a 1st down, wrestled out of bounds. The catch was made by Matt Annis, and he got knocked back short of the 1st down. So Marathon's going to have a decision to make here. It's going to be 4th and short. Ball marked just shy of the 40-yard line on the first completion of the game for Huxema to Annis. And they're going to punt it away here. Edgar will drop back to receive the punt.
Tyler Underwood in punt formation. Deep to receive. Tegan Strite and Carter Butt.
Tyler Underwood, a junior, handles the punting duties for Marathon. Strite and Butt are back now. A penalty flag flies. It's going to be against Marathon, though, so you always get excited when you see a penalty in that situation, thinking if it's encroachment, it's going to mean a 1st down for the offense, but this one will go against Marathon and back them up. The deep men for Edgar, Carter Butt and Tegan Strite, and they, of course, run that reverse or fake reverse on most returns, whether they're kickoffs or punts. They've ripped off a couple of long ones, including a couple of touchdowns this year. And now a stutter step on the punt. It's going to be a wobbler. It's going to take a bounce, And it'll roll dead at about the 36-yard line of Edgar, and that's where the Wildcats will have their first possession of the game. So a 3-and-out for the Edgar defense to start tonight's action. And it'll be Wildcat football. Our game brought to you in part tonight by Purple Mountain Solutions, your business's go-to for both public and private warehousing and product delivery. Whatever it is you're shipping, you know you can depend on Purple Mountain Solutions to get it there safely and efficiently. 9:52 to play first quarter, just underway. Wildcats with their first possession of the game. And they're going to send Avery Normington, one of those seniors celebrating senior night, out wide right. And it'll be Strite under center. The wing is Keegan Hartway, and Strite wants to throw. Slipped on his back foot. He throws a wobbler. He had a man behind the defense. It's caught. Across the 30, down inside the 20, 15, 10-5, touchdown. Normington gets the catch. So they call his number on senior night. How about that? On the first play from scrimmage, the Wildcats hit a long pass. It's going to be a 64-yard touchdown pass to Avery Normington. So good on Jerry Sins and his coaching staff for giving the senior a chance. They don't throw the ball a lot, as you've heard on our broadcast and seen on our broadcast over the years. That time they start the game with the long pass, and Strite slipped with his back foot. Didn't even get as much on that as he wanted to, and Normington was still able to get behind the defense and make the catch for the touchdown. And Edgar on the board first here, 6-0, 64 yards to Normington. They're going to go for two here. Strite will look to throw again. Now he's going to be flushed out of the pocket, flips it up in the end zone. It's going to be knocked away, incomplete. He was trying to get it to Keegan Hartway, so they're calling the seniors' numbers here early. But that time, good defense by Marathon knocked the two-point conversion away, and it will be a 6-0 game. We'll take a break, come back with more. You're watching Edgar Marathon High School Football on Zaleski Sports.
Winter's coming fast, which means it's time to hit the trails. Bill's Service Center has all things you need to stay warm and dry on the trails this winter. With a full selection of jackets, bibs, helmets, boots, casual wear. And don't forget that Bill's is your chainsaw safety gear headquarters. Bill's Service Center is your one-stop connection for all your cold weather riding gear.
Don't freeze your jingle bells off. Get your cold weather riding gear at Bill's Service Center. Bill's Service Center, where the adventure begins.
Thank you for helping Abbey Bank become the most highly recommended community bank.
Thank you to all of our customers for helping us be successful.
Thank you for putting your trust in us.
Thank you for your loyalty.
Thank you for helping us support our communities.
We are grateful for customers like you.
Thank you to all of our customers. We hope to see you soon.
Tom King back here at Edgar High School as the Wildcats get set to kick off. Harrison Gravine handles those duties for Edgar. And this time it's a long line drive kick. It's going to be driving the man back inside the 10-yard line. Now turning it. Oh, Pinter got absolutely popped. Lost the football but got it back. Big hit on special teams right there. Trying to pick up a number on who laid that hit on on Hector Pinter. And it looked like it was Austin Schreiber. Austin Schreiber on special teams. Justin Davis put the hit on. I thought it was 25, but they say Justin Davis put the hit on Pinter that time. The ball popped out. Pinter was able to fall on it and get it back. So Marathon will have the football at about the 18-yard line. 1st and 10 for the Red Raiders from there. They're going to hand it off. This is Pinter trying the left side, and he's knocked down after picking up, maybe getting back to the line of scrimmage. Didn't get much on that. Actually lost a yard. Call it a loss of a yard on that. So it'll be 2nd down and 11.
That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
So the first play they give to Pinter, it's the guy who just got hammered on the return on the kickoff. He was still trying to shake his teeth loose there after that, or get him back in after that pop. 2 receivers wide right. Man comes in motion, and they're going to hand it off. This is Annis. They're going to try to get the corner. Now he cuts it back. One hit, breaks that tackle. Now he gets it outside, and he's going to be knocked out of bounds, but not before he gets a first down across the 30 near the 34-yard line.
Matt Annis, the ball carrier, brought down by Leighton Schuett.
That's a pickup of about 17 on the carry for Annis that time.
Marathon 1st and
And it's a 1st and 10 for Marathon at the 34, just shy of the 35-yard line. You're not going to bring Annis down most of the time with one guy. He was able to break that one tackle pretty easily, and then he ran to the sideline and got knocked out of bounds to end the play. Now they're going to throw it out in the flat. They've got a man that's complete, but he slipped and went down and actually lost yardage. Trankler on the catch. Tyler Underwood, the junior, made the catch on that and lost a yard. We had some snow and rain mixture earlier, and the field's going to be slippery. I think we've seen that so far. The stands still have some snow and ice on the bleachers. It's not snowing or raining now that I can tell, but it is cold. Temps in the low 30s to start the game tonight. It's supposed to get colder than that. Marathon comes to the line, 2nd and 11. They want to throw again. Huxama throws. It's not batted down. Getting a piece of that was Baumgartner from his linebacker spot. And it's going to be 3rd down and 11.
Ball's incomplete. Going to bring up 3rd and 11.
3rd down and 11 here for Marathon. Edgar leading early in this one, 7:45 to play first quarter. It's 6-0 on the long pass to Avery Normington on the first play from scrimmage for the Wildcats. 2 receivers split wide right. 3 receivers stacked wide right. Strite throws it out in the flat. He's got a man. That's caught. And it was Huxama throwing it out in the right flat. Caught by Annis, and he brings it out across the 40. Going to be well short of the first down. It's going to be a punting situation here for Marathon.
86 on the play is going to make it 4th and 5.
So 4th down and 5, and Marathon will punt it away again. Strite will fall back deep for Edgar along with Carter Butt. And the snap is on the ground. The punt is maybe partially blocked. No, they throw a flag. I don't think either one of the players who came in got a piece of the football. It's going to be a roughing. It's going to be a roughing the punter penalty. The snap was on the ground. The punter picked it up and kicked it in. There were 2 Edgar Wildcats right on top of him, and apparently neither one of them touched the ball. Edgar coaches want some explanation on that, how they could have gotten the punt away. The referee says the punt got away without being touched, so it's going to be a roughing the punter penalty against the Wildcats, and so Marathon's going to keep the football.
Penalty indication is roughing the kicker.
Hard to believe that one of those guys didn't get a hand on that football. They were both right on top of the punter as he tried to get rid of it, but the referee was right there and he said no. So Marathon has the ball, 1st and 10 now in Edgar territory at the 45-yard line. So a big penalty going against the Wildcats early in this one. The snap never got off the ground. It rolled back to the punter. And Marathon will send 2 receivers wide left. Huxama working out of the gun. Man comes in motion. That's Annis. They give him the football. They're trying to get it around the left side. Now he cuts it back. He's got a little bit of a hold, and then he's stopped. Carter Butt with a big hit near the 40-yard line. Positive yardage for Annis. Picked up about 5 on that. Going to be 2nd down and 5. Clock moving, 6:37 to play here, first quarter. Edgar leading 6-0, but Marathon with the help of that big penalty on the move. Final game of the regular season. The pairings and seedings for the playoffs come out tomorrow. Edgar is in, Marathon is not. And out of the gun straight ahead, this is Pintor, and he's going to be knocked down after maybe getting a yard, depending on where they give him forward progress. So Marathon would like nothing better than to play spoiler tonight. What they can do is keep Edgar from having a chance to tie for first in the conference. Wildcats are hoping for some help tonight. A win here and then Auburndale knocking off Colby, and that would lead to a 3-way tie at the top of the Merrillwood if that happens. But next week, the records don't mean a thing as you head into the playoffs. It's win or go home. 3rd down and 5 here for Marathon. And Annis comes in motion. They're going to hand him the football. Now he cuts it back inside. He loses it. The ball is loose. And Marathon's going to recover it. I believe the ball went forward. It's going to be short of the first down. Annis was going to be stopped well short. But the ball fumbled forward, and see where they mark it. They're going to mark it inside the 40 at about the 38. Still going to be short, but it will be probably 4-down territory here for Marathon. They'll undoubtedly go for it, but it's going to be 4th and 3. So you actually picked up a couple of yards on that fumble, even though Annis got popped right at the line of scrimmage, and the ball came loose. So 4th down and 3, Marathon will go for it here. Two receivers, one left, one right. Annis in motion again. Now it's going to be an inside handoff to Pinter, and he is knocked backwards, and he's not going to get it. Not even close. Maybe got to the line of scrimmage. A number of Edgar Wildcats in on that initial hit. Dylan Yonker, Weisenberger in there as well, and Edgar will take over on downs. They've done that numerous times this season, getting stops on 4th down and getting the ball back on downs, and they do it again here with 4:43 to play in the first quarter, leading 6-0. Our game is brought to you in part tonight by Fleet Farm. Sign up for Fleet Rewards and get exclusive offers and deals. Earn points and save. 500 points equals a $5 reward. It's free to sign up. Start earning points today. Get everything you need in one stop at Fleet Farm. Wildcats inside, handoff, and breaking a big one. This is Carter Butt, and he may go. He's got one man to beat. Down inside the 30. Can they catch him? They won't. The tackle unsuccessful, and Carter Butt will take it the distance for the score. 2 plays, 2 long touchdowns for the Wildcats in this one. And that one went 62 yards on the carry for Carter Butt. And, wow, I'll tell you what, talk about a big play offense. This Edgar Wildcat squad tonight, 2 plays and 2 long touchdowns. One a 64-yard pass to Avery Normington, and now a 62-yard run by Carter Butt. When he busted through, he had 2 men chasing him, and he had 1 man who had a legitimate shot to catch him. And the man dove at about the 15-yard line to try to take out Butt's legs. He missed, didn't get it. And Butt was able to take it into the end zone for the score. 12-0 Edgar. They'll line up to go for 2 here. Tegan Strite under center. He hands it off, and this is going to be Butt, and he is going to take it into the end zone. Stiff-armed a would-be tackler in the backfield and takes it in for the score. And it's 14-0 Edgar, 4:31 to play first quarter. We'll take a break, come back with more. You're watching Edgar Marathon Football on Zaleski Sports.
At Express Employment Professionals, we place people from all walks of life in all kinds of jobs.
Hi, welcome to Express. Please sign in and have a seat.
Great, thanks. Great, thanks. Great, thanks. Great, thanks.
Stone Innovations, home of Wisconsin's largest granite and quartz selection, is now featuring the best stone shopping experience in the state. Our brand new indoor facility allows for a home-like, comfortable atmosphere. Choose from hand-picked stone from around the world and select the perfect look for your dream kitchen in the best lighting possible. Then sit down with our free design services to customize the look of your kitchen. Our projects come with a lifetime warranty. Stone Innovations, Wisconsin's granite and quartz leader. Appleton, Rhinelander, Clover, Madison.
And we're back here at Edgar High School. Harrison Gravine getting ready to kick off once again. The Edgar defense is probably telling the offense, hey, don't score so quickly. Give us a breather, will you? 2 plays, 2 touchdowns for the offense, and the defense will be back out there again. The kick is going to be taken on the bounce by one of the backs for Marathon, bringing it out across the 15 and then swarmed under there. Pinter will bring it back to about the 16 or 17-yard line, and that's where Marathon will start.
Run down by Brock Bauer, along with Ty Schnelly.
Edgar with 126 yards of total offense on 2 plays from scrimmage to start the game. So let's see what Marathon can do here. Really, the biggest play that the Red Raiders have had was the roughing the punter penalty that gave them a first down in Edgar territory. They've got receivers left and right, wing left. Huxham was going to hand it off, and there are going to be flags thrown before the play got off. It's going to be illegal procedure against Marathon, so that'll back them up. Tough season for Marathon, 3-5 coming into this game, 2-4 in the conference. And a loss to Pittsville last week, 36-6. They've dropped 3 in a row and now find themselves down early, 14-0. You really don't want to find yourself too far behind this Edgar defense because it's going to be really hard to come back against a big deficit against this defense that's been very good this year. Receivers left and right again. Huxham is going to hand it off and going nowhere. Thrown for a loss back inside the 10-yard line. Pinter thrown for a loss back at about the 7 or 8. And it's going to be second down and long, 2nd and 17 for Marathon. Clock moving, under 4 minutes to play in the first quarter. Marathon will send trips receivers to the right this time. And Annis takes the ball on a snap on a Wildcat, trying to get it around the corner. He does, and he's going to be knocked down at about the 15-yard line. Depending on where they mark it, they're going to mark it at about the 17. Tegan Strite made the stop from his safety position. And Annis picked up 9 from the Wildcat. It's going to be 3rd down and 8. They break the huddle and come to the line. Haven't been very many teams that have actually huddled up. Most teams just line up and have their quarterback look to the sideline for the play call. Huxham wants to throw, and he's got a man. It's going to be incomplete, out of bounds. The defender fell down. He was trying to get that pass to Tyler Underwood, but it's out of bounds, incomplete, and another punting situation here for Marathon. Edgar will get the ball back, probably with pretty good field position. Remember, the last long snap by Marathon rolled on the ground back to the punter, and boy, you don't want that to happen down here deep in your own territory. Let's see. Snap is high that time, almost over his head, but he's able to corral it. The punt gets it away. It's a decent punt. Going to take a bounce and take a Marathon bounce into Edgar territory at about the 45-yard line, and that's where the Wildcats will start. Strite just let that one fall and roll. The long snapper made sure that time he was going to get the ball up in the air and almost snapped it over the punter's head, but they were able to get the punt away, and Edgar will go back on offense. Well, what do you do for an encore? 2 plays, 2 long touchdowns for the Wildcats here. Whose number do you call now? They started it on senior night with a long pass to the senior, Avery Normington, who took it to the house for the score, and then Carter Butt, who's been a touchdown machine for the Wildcats this year, busted off a long one as well. Strite under center, and they're going to play action. He wants to throw deep again, and they're trying to get it this time to Weisenberger down the middle of the field, but it's too far. It's incomplete. And it will be 2nd and 10. That was decent coverage that time. The defender was there with Weisenberger. The pass was overthrown by 2 or 3 yards. And it'll be 2nd down and 10. Weisenberger comes out, and Jace Applebeck will come into the game. It's going to be Leighton Schuett who will split out wide right this time. Offset backfield. Keegan Hartway is the wing. Strite under center, and they're going to hand it off and try to get Butt left side. He's got some running room, and then he slips as he tried to make a cut and went down near midfield. They're going to mark it just inside Marathon territory at about the 49. Going to be pickup of about 6. It's going to be 3rd and 4. Clock moving, 2:09 to play here in the first quarter. 14-0 Edgar with the lead. And it will be play action. They're going to try to set up a screen. Strite's under pressure, gets away from the rush, lost the football, and now he's going to just fall on it all the way back at the 39-yard line. Strite was trying to avoid the rush, holding onto the football with one hand, and it slipped out of his hand, and he has to fall on it. It's going to be a 4th down, and Edgar's going to have to punt it away. They were trying to set up a screen there, an inside screen it looked like, and there wasn't anywhere for him to throw the football. There were 4 Marathon defenders chasing him, and as he rolled to his right, he lost the handle on the ball, had to fall on it at his own 38-yard line. And 4th down play now, and a punt. And it'll be Marcus Haynerfoos to punt here for Edgar. A couple of Marathon players dropping back near their own, between their 35 and 30-yard line. They're hoping to get decent field position here. Now a flag flies, and what did we get? Going to be encroachment against the defense. Still going to be a punting situation. You only pick up 5 yards on that. Still going to be well short of the first down. Going to be 4th down at about 12, so they'll punt it again.
They'll now make it 4th and 12.
Under a minute to play here in the first quarter. Haynerfoos standing at his own 30. Snap is all right, and it's a line drive. He got that off the top of his foot. It's going to roll dead at the 30-yard line. So Edgar's got to be happy that punt traveled as far as it did, because that was not a good punt by Haynerfoos, but it rolled to about the 30-yard line, and that's where Marathon will take over. He didn't catch that one clean. But it'll be Marathon football at their own 30 with 48.9 seconds remaining here in the first quarter. So Huxama will stay in the gun here with 2 receivers wide left. They're going to hand it to Annis, try to get it around the right corner, and one of the Edgar players played it well. Annis was able to break that tackle and get knocked down, got positive yardage. That was Hardway who hit him in the backfield, but Keegan Hardway couldn't bring him down alone, and Annis able to bust that tackle and get around the edge and pick up positive yardage. Only got about 2 or 3 on that. Going to be 2nd down and a long 7.
It's 2nd and 7.
Annis got knocked out of bounds, so the clock stopped. 2 receivers wide left. They're going to hand it off, and this time a counter play to Annis, trying to get it around the left corner, and he does. He gets the edge. He's going to have 1st down yardage, diving across the 40-yard line. Little counter play to Annis that time, and Edgar could not hold the edge along the far side, and Annis dove across the 40-yard line, picked up about 9 or 10 yards on that. Going to be a 1st down for Marathon at about the 43-yard line.
At their own 43-yard line.
Now the clock will start again as it rolls down inside 25 seconds to play in the quarter. 2 receivers wide right for Huxama out of the gun. Here comes a blitz. They're going to throw it out in the flat. They've got a man. It's caught and not going anywhere. Thrown for a loss. Good defense by the Wildcats. That was Applebeck who made that stop. And it's going to be 2nd down and 10. Let's call it no gain on the play, the final play of the first quarter. 1 quarter in the books. Edgar leading with 2 big plays, 2 big touchdowns. It's 14-0 Wildcats. You're watching Marathon Edgar football on Zaleski Sports.
Edgar Family Restaurant is located just south of Highway 29 in Edgar and open 7 days a week from 6 a.m. to 9 p.m. Breakfast, lunch, dinner, snack, drink, dessert, get it all at Edgar Family Restaurant. Homemade food to fill your belly and your soul. Daily specials including Friday fish fry, soup, salad, pies made from scratch, and a full menu of choices are yours at Edgar Family Restaurant. Give back to those who support our community. Give back and visit Edgar Family Restaurant for breakfast tomorrow, then stay for lunch and dinner too. Edgar Family Restaurant is a proud backer of Wildcats football. Grassland Dairy Products is your match for an exciting new career today. Go to grassland.com to see the opportunities waiting for you. Browse through careers like CDL truck driver, shipping and receiving, line tech, quality assurance, forklift, maintenance tech, inventory associates, and more. Great compensation, weekly pay, and zero premium, company-paid health, dental, and life. Apply now at grassland.com or in person at Grassland Dairy Products, Fairground Avenue, just south of Greenwood.
And we're back here at Edgar as we begin the second quarter. Marathon with the football, facing a 2nd down and 10 on their own 44-yard line. 14-0, Wildcats with the lead. Marathon has taken the ball into Edgar territory once tonight. That was on that roughing the punter penalty. But Marathon couldn't do anything with it. Huxama wants to throw. They're setting up a screen. Now they throw it out. It's going to be incomplete. He's trying to get it out to Griffin Trankler, the senior wide receiver for Marathon. Incomplete. And it's 3rd down and long now for Marathon.
That's going to bring up 3rd and 10.
Nikolai Bank, one of our great sponsors. They offer personal banking that works for you with locations in Stevens Point, Wausau, Colby, Medford, Edgar, and Merrill. Receivers left and right. Single coverage out here on the man to the near side. Huxama wants to throw. He's going to throw, try to get it to that man. It's going to be caught, getting behind the defense. 1st down yardage and more down inside the 25-yard line. He gets it to Daniel Lacroix, and the long play that Marathon's been looking for.
Gain 35 on the play.
35-yard pass from Huxama to Lacroix. And Marathon in business, converting on a long 3rd down and 10. That was single coverage, and Lacroix just got a little separation from the defender, and Huxama made the throw. And it's 1st and 10. They're going to hand it off this time to Pintor, and he's trying to get it around the right side. He's going nowhere. 3 or 4 green jerseys run him down and knock him down at about the 25. Maybe a loss on the play. Loss of 3 on that one for Pintor. So he's going backwards. He's got 6 carries now for negative yardage. 6 carries for a -2. So not a lot of running room for Hector Pintor so far. 2nd down and 12. Maybe 13. Call it 2nd and 13 as Marathon comes to the line. Lacroix out wide left. Single coverage out there again. Huxama wants to throw. Here comes the blitz. He got rid of it, and he's going to overthrow his intended man out of bounds. He was trying to get it to Trankler down inside the 10-yard line. It's incomplete. And it's 3rd down and 13. Deer hunters, you know about Whitetail Properties, one of our great sponsors. If you're looking for hunting or recreational property, just call Brian Roosh with Whitetail Properties, 715-213-4468. That's 715-213-4468. 3rd down and 13 for the Raiders as they come to the line. Receivers left and right again. Huxama wants to throw a little flare pass out, and they're going to get it to Annis, and he's going to be knocked down. Maybe got back to the original line of scrimmage, maybe. It's going to be 4th down. Let's see what they do with it here in Edgar territory. Going to be 4th and 11. So 4th down and 11. Down 14-0 in Edgar territory. They'll probably go for this. You're in that situation where you don't have a field goal kicker that can kick it that long, and there's no reason to punt it from that position on the field, so you might as well go for it. They've already converted a 1/3 and long on this drive. Huxama wants to throw. He's got time. He throws it, and it's going to be incomplete. There were 3 defenders over there along with Lacroix, and Lacroix cut the pattern inside, and Huxama threw it outside. It's incomplete, and it's Edgar taking over on downs again for the 2nd time in the game tonight. Stone Innovations, one of our great sponsors from Plover. They're here to serve you, specializing in the fabrication, design, and installation of stone countertops. Stone Innovations Incorporated operates with the most advanced fabrication equipment in the industry. Visit stoneinnovations.net to begin your order. So Edgar back on offense, leading 14-0 here with 9:49 to play first half. Tegan Strite under center. Offset backfield behind him. Man comes in motion. That's Hartway. Sets up as a wing to the left. Now they're going to hand it off and try to get around the corner, and it will be Weisenberger who breaks it. He's going to go down the near sideline, and he is going to get it down inside the 30 and then pushed out of bounds near the 20-yard line. Big run for Colby Weisenberger. About a 2 or 3 yard run. 57-yard run. 57-yard run for Colby Weisenberger. My math is always bad when I try to count the 10-yard increments on those long runs. But the PA man says 57 yards, so that's what we'll give Colby Weisenberger on the big run as he busted it outside along the near sideline. Big plays tonight for Edgar so far. Strite going to hand it off inside. And that's Carter Butt putting his head down and getting it down near the 15. They're going to mark him down at about the 16. Going to be a pickup of about 4. Second down at about 6. The other big matchup in the Merriwood tonight is Colby and Auburndale squaring off. Of course, Edgar hoping for an Auburndale win, which would drop Colby from the ranks of the unbeaten and give the Wildcats a chance to tie for the conference title. There's Butt again trying the left side, and he is met by a number of Marathon players and knocked down. Got it inside the 15 to about the 13. Call it a pickup of maybe 3 or 4 on that. Going to be short of the first down. 3rd down and 2.
4 on the play is going to make it 3rd and 2.
Ball marked at the 12 as Edgar comes to the line. Tegan Strite under center. He's got trips backfield this time. Weisenberger, Applebeck, and Butt. Butt's going to get it. Left side, puts his head down. First down yardage down inside the 10 to about the 6 or 7. Going to be a 1st and goal for the Wildcats. Pickup of about 5 on that for Butt. And it's going to be 1st and goal here for the Wildcats. Clock moving, 8:16 to play first half.
First down and goal to goal.
Trips backfield once again. But in between Weisenberger and Applebeck. They're going to give it to Weisenberger this time. He's got a big hole, now cuts it back into the end zone, untouched. Touchdown, Wildcats. Colby Weisenberger, 7-yard touchdown run.
Weisenberger with a 7-yard touchdown run.
And it is 20-0 Edgar, pending the extra point. So Weisenberger did the heavy lifting on that drive, the big run to set it up of 57 yards, and then the 7-yard touchdown run. His 2 first rushes of the night, resulting in a big play and a touchdown. They're going to try to kick the extra point this time. Harrison Gravine had to put his kicking shoe on. Strite will be the holder. Straight ahead kicker is Gravine. Snaps a little bit high. The kick is up, and the kick is good. 21-0 Edgar. Back in a moment. You're watching Marathon Edgar football on Zaleski Sports.
When the last thing you need to happen does. One of our 16 mobile service trucks from Sherrill Tire and Service Center can keep you rolling and growing. Sherrill Tire and Service Center, your locally owned farm tire specialist.
Sherrill Tire and Service, keep growing and rolling with us.
Find your location at SherrillTire.com.
Tom King back here at Edgar High School, where the Wildcats now lead at 21-0. Scoring update, Stratford leading Amherst 14-0. Of course, that game in the news because coming down this week, we found out that Amherst is not going to be eligible for the high school football playoffs, despite having an undefeated season because of use of ineligible player. They had to forfeit all of their games, so tonight's game is the last game of the season for Amherst, despite having a stellar record, and they're leading Stratford. I think that Stratford's leading Amherst 14-0. Amherst was driving, though. Short, high, end-over-end kick. It's going to take a bounce and then picked up by Annis. He breaks a tackle. Now he breaks it down the right far sideline, and he is going to be dragged down. Shoestring tackle out across the 40-yard line. Good return for Matt Annis right there. And Marathon's got decent field position here to start this possession with 7:47 to play in the first half.
Correction, Leighton Shewitt on the tackle.
Shewitt made the shoestring tackle on that. Annis would have picked up another big chunk of yardage if Shewitt wasn't able to grab a hold of his ankle there. So Marathon will line up with two receivers to the far side on the right. Huxama out of the gun. They're going to hand it off inside and nothing doing, nowhere to go for Pinter. Boy, he's finding it. Now a flag flies in after the play. Stencil made the stop, but now a flag flies in afterwards. Let's see what that's all about. What are we going to have here? I haven't seen a signal yet. It's going to be against Marathon, it appears. They're asking Edgar what they want to do with it here. The flag thrown in the backfield. They're going to decline the illegal motion penalty. They're going to decline that and take the play because the play resulted in a loss back near the 40-yard line, loss of 2. So they decline the penalty, and it brings up second down and about 12.
Loss of 2.5 on the play. It'll make it second and 12.5.
Hector Pinter, 7 carries, -4 yards. He's got nowhere to run. And now we're going to get a whistle, and what are we going to get? We get a timeout call here. They're trying to, I think they're explaining to the Marathon coaching staff what the penalty was. They needed a whistle and a stoppage of play for that. A sideline warning against Marathon.
Sideline warning on Marathon.
So that'll quiet them down at least for a little while, I would think. Probably didn't like that penalty, and we're letting the officials know about it. And Huxama out of the gun. Long, deep drop. He wants to get rid of it. Now he does. It's going to be knocked away. Weisenberger made the play on that, knocking it away, and then diving to try to intercept it was Strite. Trying to get the pass to Trinkler. Incomplete. Third down and long for Marathon. 3rd down and 12. They have just not been able to get much going consistently on offense so far here tonight. But they're not alone. I mean, the Edgar defense has been very good against most of the teams that they've played this year. Edgar has scored 234 points and given up only 68. Second fewest in the conference. Only Auburndale has given up less points than the Wildcats this year. Here comes the blitz, and it's going to be Huxama steps up. He wants to throw it deep. Got a man behind the defense, but it's going to be overthrown. The intended receiver, Underwood, had a step on the defender, and Huxama did a good job that time of stepping up in the pocket and avoiding the blitz and got rid of it, but it's incomplete. 4th down, and Marathon will have to punt it away again. 7:08 to play here in the first half.
Tyler Underwood in punt formation. Kick received.
Underwood will punt it away, standing inside his own 30-yard line. Snap is good this time, and the punt's away. It's a good one. High, booming punt, and a fair catch called. And Strite's got to dive to make that catch near the 25-yard line, and that's where the Wildcats will start this possession. Our game is brought to you in part by Heartland Farms. Heartland Farms, a 5th-generation potato and vegetable farm producing many varieties of chipping potatoes and currently farming 27,000 irrigated acres and growing. They're currently the cream of the crop in the potato farming business. You can learn more at heartland.farm. That's heartland.farm. Farm. One of our great sponsors on Zaleski Sports has been with us all season. 7:01 to play here in the first half. Edgar leading 21-0, and they have shown that they can move the football against this Marathon defense. Some big plays on the board already tonight for the Wildcats. Let's see what they come up with here. Split backfield behind Strite. They're going to hand it off to Carter Butt. He's got a hole, dances forward, dives and gets it out near the 30. They're going to mark him down at about the 29, so call it a pickup of maybe 4 on the carry for Carter Butt. Second down and 6 for Edgar. Once again, this is the final night of the regular season in high school football. The pairings will come out Saturday. They've got a new thing this year. It's an announcement TV show of the pairings that will be on Bally Sports. And our very own Jason Zaleski is going to be part of that crew that brings you all of the announcements of all of the pairings in the games tomorrow morning. Strite's going to hand it off. And no, he's going to roll out. Fake the handoff to Butts, trying to get it around the right corner. He wants to throw. Now he's going to pull it down and run and goes out of bounds. Did he get the first down? I think well, that's going to be close depending on where they mark it. Did they give him the first down? I'm not quite sure. I think the marker guys think so. They were going to move it. Now they're going to say, no, he didn't get it. Now they do. Now it's a first down. The point of the football resting at the 35-yard line.
First down.
So it'll be 1st and 10 for Edgar at their own 35-yard line.
Hey, Tom. Got it to work, so we're going to send it live as soon as I can. So just get ready and I'll give you the signal when we're good.
Kobe Weisenberg, the ball carrier. Tackled by Hector Pinter.